All right. Sorry about that, guys. Just wanted to make sure everything was good. But thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you guys. And, obviously, as you guys can see, it's just me, Gio, right now. But if you guys can hear, hopefully you guys can hear. So let me know if you guys can hear. But if you guys can hear, the baby is over there crying. She actually just took a bath. So she just took a bath. Avery, what's going on, princess? Oh.
I was drinking water.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you for being here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm happy to be able to go live tonight. It wasn't like originally planned, and my hair looks terrible. See, this is my hair. It wasn't originally planned. Yes and no. Okay, so I'm hoping perfect. Thank you so much, Kuzi, and everybody who let us know that we sound good. Thank you so much. I'll go in and say hello to everybody, but basically I'm just gonna break it down as to what it was gonna be. Honestly, it was just really. Oh, did I freeze? No, did I freeze? Can you guys hear me first and foremost? There's static on the audio. Huh. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, friends. All right, can you guys hear me now? Nothing? Anything? Let me know if I'm still better. You guys can hear me now? Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second, guys. So basically, I ended up switching back to like the built-in microphone and everything that's on the computer. I'm not sure. Like, I'm still trying to figure this thing out with the Chromebook, and it's a headache and a half. I'm not gonna lie. But give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right here. I'm just gonna mute it real quick. I'm gonna run back there and see if I can get that fixed really, really quick. I'll be right back. Give me. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not wanting to do it. Well, whatever. Okay, so we'll keep it like this. It's not a big deal, guys. It's not a big deal. It still works. But thank you guys so much for being here. And if anything, it's kind of more apropos, to be completely honest with you. So I know, like, you guys are probably like, what? Like, are they really going live tonight? It's Wednesday. What's going on? But yeah, you weren't seeing things, guys. We are really going live tonight. Well, at least for right now, I am. So basically, the idea was just to be able to come on and every once in a while go live, whether it's random or just whatever, just to talk to you guys, hang out, catch up, but do it like way more low key and chill than like a Friday or like a live stream on location, like at a theme park, or obviously like on Friday we went to the food truck thing. So this is more like for me to just hang out with you guys. And even to have guests on. So, tonight I actually invited a guest on, but it was really, really last minute. But if everything works out, next week I'll be doing the same thing with hopefully Grace with me as well. But if Grace can't be here, I'm hoping to have, and he already said yes. So make sure that you guys bug him. But I'll probably have Parkinson Bacon over here with me, not necessarily in person, but via webcam. We'll be webcamming together and going live, so that way we could entertain you guys with our shenanigans and conversation. So that's basically the point. That's what I was telling Grace. That's what we're talking about. It's just about having a night, maybe during the week, every once in a while. If it's not every week, maybe every other week or once a month, to just hang out, to just talk. What's going on? Like, what have you guys been up to? What did you guys have for dinner? What's new? Whose birthday is it? Kind of thing, right? So that's pretty much, that was what I was planning on doing tonight. For about an hour. So anywhere between an hour and a half, just depends on how things are going. But this is just going to be a really cool, fun, shorter version of what we sometimes used to do back in the day on Friday. But before I go too far, I want to say hi to everybody, because you guys are awesome for being here with me on like a random hump day. But Lady Sid said, happy Wednesday, Gio and Grace and chat, dropping by to say hi and drop the like. Still work, crew. We'll try to listen in and catch the rewind. Thank you so much, Lady Sif. And guys, I hope the audio sounds okay. I'm really sorry if it sounds a little more tinny than usual or anything like that. But I think at this point, why even mess with it too much anymore, right? Like, I'm up and running, so it's all good. Grace is actually right over here right now, but she just finished bathing the baby. So that's kind of why things didn't maybe work out as well as we thought. But I did ask you guys to kind of like give her a little bit of encouragement. I know I didn't post it in the actual post itself, and I probably should have. But in our community post, when we posted that I was going to go live tonight, I didn't tell Grace that I was going to do this. She knew I was going to post it, but I didn't tell her that I was going to ask everybody to like put like Team Grace in the chat or in the comment section to, let her know that you guys wanted her on. And we had a couple of you do that, and I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much to everybody who put that in the comment section. But yes, she saw it. She was happy and excited. But like she mentioned, it all depends on the baby's needs. And tonight it seems like the baby needs. So it's, baby's about to eat right now. I can already see the bottle over there. So it's all good. If Grace has a chance, she'll be more than happy to come in here. But regardless, what's really cool, guys, is I've been planning on something really, really cool for not today, but for hopefully Saturday, probably not Friday, and I'll explain to you why. And also, if everything's shaking a lot, it's because since the computer's on the table and like I do this, it's gonna shake a little bit more, and I apologize about that, guys. Let's see. Hi, Pearl. Thank you so much for being here, Pearl. Mandarino Ventures is here. She said, hi, Gio, and hopefully Grace, but big hello to the familia. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. I'm not going to ring the cowbell tonight. I'm going to keep it more low key. So, I'm ringing the emotional cowbell for you guys. How about that? Let's see here. We got KS Dub in the house. What's up, KS Dub? He said, hey, Gio and Grace and chat. How is everyone? We're doing great, man. We cannot complain, dude. The baby's healthy. The kids are healthy. We're healthy. It's a little warm in here. That's the one thing we can complain about. I have the sliding door open because I'm freaking hot. We got SoCali-rific in the house, and shout out to all our members. She said, hey, everyone. What's up, SoCali? Hope you're doing well. We actually caught, I believe you dropped it today, right? Your latest vlog from Universal Studios, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Universal? God, man, my memory is so bad sometimes that I'm like, did I watch it yesterday, today? But I'm pretty sure it was today, and I'm pretty sure it was from Universal Studios. But, we definitely caught that today. We're so happy to have you here in our chat. Let's see here. We got Rena in the house. Rena, did I miss your chat? I'm so sorry. But Rena, we got Rena in the house. Oh, there it is. Hi, Gio and Grace. Let's see. We got Koozie P in the house. What's up, Kooz?
Did you ever message Koozie P by chance?
You know what? Kooz, I gotta message you. So if hopefully I won't forget, dude. But I gotta message you because I've been forgetting left and right, dude. To message you about something that occurred. Nothing crazy, but just something I needed to make you aware of. We got Great Adventures in the house. Oh my gosh. In this case, I might have to ring the cowbell a little bit. We have Great Adventures in the house. And mainly also as well, because, you know, we haven't seen them in a while. So it's always awesome to see you guys in the chat, see CJ in the chat. But it was CJ's birthday. So happy belated birthday to CJ. Man, thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate you, and we hope you had a great one, dude. You've been living life, bro. Honestly, dude, I live vicariously through your Instagram as well, just because, like, to see all the Bay Area shenanigans and everything that you're up to is always dope, dude. And congratulations with everything that you got going on right now. Sorry, we got an ad, so I'm just making sure we skip these ads before we move on. I know those of you who pay for YouTube Premium, you're like, dude, don't pause. I paid for this. All right. And yeah, thank you guys so much for helping me out with the troubleshooting on all that. All right. Come on. You guys can say goodnight over here. Good night. Love you. Say goodnight to everybody.
Good night. Oh, I'm not even in the shop. Good night.
Good night. Love you guys. Get some rest. Yes. Pearl said I had McDonald's for dinner, which is rare for me. You know what's funny is I was like literally telling Grace earlier that I was craving a Big Mac. So I'm living vicariously now through you. So yeah, we've been in the mood for McDonald's, but we've been just like picking and choosing when we eat out. Like it's just been hard, you know, like everything is just so expensive nowadays. Good night. Love you guys. Everything's just so expensive nowadays that it's you literally have to consider like what's better. Like if I'm gonna eat a hamburger, is it cheaper for me to like make it or buy it, and then like by how much and how much time does it take? That's how much everything has been going up in price. That now like even just getting a cheeseburger is like, should we not? Should I just make it at home? Like, because a whole meal will run you anywhere between like, you know, in some restaurants like $13 to $18. Like Carl's Jr. is ridiculously expensive, so we skip Carl's Jr. a lot, considering that, you know, we really actually do like it. We do like Carl's Jr. And then I don't know if you guys saw this news, and this is why I love going live randomly, but I don't know if you guys saw this news about Wendy's, like the shenanigans that they were trying to pull. So Wendy's supposedly they went back on this. Supposedly it was like, it's never true, but supposedly Wendy's wanted to do like a sliding fee for like, depending on how, you know, busy it was at that time of day or what was going on, they wanted to basically charge more or less for your meal. And I know when I saw that, at first I was like, I guess I understand. But then when I really thought about it, I was like, I don't know, that's so whack. That's terrible. It's just like the downward spiral of like, what can they charge us and how can they charge us next? It's like Disney prices. Like, you know, it's like Disney got into the Wendy's CEO's mind and just was like, you know what, let's go for it. Let's do something dumb. But even then, just reading like the comments, like everybody was already like complaining about it. And it was the dumbest thing that they could have done if that's what they're going for. Because if they're going towards that, like people are already mad at them. Like at this point, they already like caused an issue for themselves. Let's see. Thank you guys, and everybody who was saying goodnight to the kids. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, Pearl said it's crazy expensive. I'd rather buy groceries, and that's the thing, Pearl. Even groceries are very expensive. So like that's kind of like the point that I was like thinking. Like it's like, man, like at this point, like you really like for every meal, for everything that you're gonna eat, you know, if you're trying to be bargain friendly and like, you know, like not, you know, yeah. That's the one thing that's the reason we probably do lean more towards that, because of the fact that you can, you know, kind of like make a bigger batch of something. So if we like we love shrimp, so if we have something shrimp, we don't just want like, you know, 3 shrimp, you know, like we want to be able to have shrimp. Like, oh, what did you eat last night? We ate shrimp. How many shrimp? 3. No, that's not shrimp, you know, like. So we, you know, we'll try to make a bigger batch, you know. We eat a lot of beans and rice because we just love beans and rice. But that's something like if I were to go to just like a Latino Mexican, you know, restaurant just for beans and rice, like that probably wouldn't be cost efficient. But there's things that I do go to Mexican restaurants to get that personally I don't want to spend a lot of money in getting each individual like ingredient. It does get pricey, so you kind of have to weigh the positives with the negatives. It's really difficult nowadays, though. It's just been so hard, honestly.
The fast food aspect, in my opinion, is more for the time.
I honestly feel like if it wasn't for time and energy, nobody would probably. Okay, I don't say nobody, but people wouldn't eat out as much as they eat out. I think people still eat out. We would still eat out, and I love my babe that she's still in the live stream without being in the live though. But yeah, no, we would still eat out. Like we still love,
But I mean, more like if we get fast food,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the convenience of
Yeah, exactly.
something fast.
Yeah, because if we had the time that we wanted plus the energy, we wouldn't give a damn. Like we'd just cook like
Yeah.
every single time. Because I do like cooking, but if I don't have energy for it, like doesn't matter what it is. Like I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it. I've been at Disneyland and I've been tired and wanting to leave, and it'll literally be like 4 in the afternoon. Like, you know what I mean? And like that's me driving out of town just to be there. Like, but I think once you get like to a certain level of tiredness, like yeah, having fast food sounds great. You know what I mean? Like, Pearl said Carl's Jr. was my favorite. I'd always get a famous star. Yeah, that's pretty much where I like that got me. Carl's Jr. fed me through junior college because at the junior college that I went to, at least for the first part, they ended up taking it out. But for the first part, they actually had a Carl's Jr. on campus, and it was the only like restaurant on campus. Like, so it was a very small junior college. Like, at my university, they had like Subway and like Taco Bell and like all these crazy restaurants. But like there, yeah, they only had that. So every morning, when I would get really hungry, when I had the munchies, I would just literally go to Carl's Jr. It'd be like opening up, and I would get like a famous star or a Western, and I would like smash one of those in the morning, which is probably why I gained a lot of weight there for a while. So Callie said, "I'm glad Wendy's did not go through with it. It's getting ridiculous." I agree. They would have signed their death certificate right then and there. I honestly do believe that. I love Wendy's. Like every once in a while we stop at Wendy's on our way down south because there's a Wendy's at the rest stop that we're at. But like I don't love Wendy's enough to like excuse these shenanigans. Like they need to get it together, and I'm glad they did. The food's good. If you guys don't eat Wendy's, go eat Wendy's right now. Now before they decide to do something else that's stupid. But Wendy's is actually good. Sponsor us, Wendy's. Don't be dumb. All right. We got Mia in the house. What's up, Mia? She said, hi, happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, Mia. We really appreciate you. It's even hard being bargain friendly nowadays. Yeah, it's hard being bargain friendly because everything's going up in price. But I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but I don't feel like the wages are rising quick enough for everybody to keep up. Like I see it in our family. I see it in other families that that 2 years ago we were all like we couldn't spend enough money. Like we were all like spending all our money at like Disneyland and Universal. And what do you see now? Now from a lot of creators, you see people canceling their Disney passes. Like if they're Disney content creators, some of them have been canceling their passes. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are not taking as much unnecessary trips anymore. So, but yeah, honestly, like when things are expensive, like what the hell do you expect people to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like people are gonna save money. You guys like some of you might have been really, really young, really, really young. But in 2008, I was barely an adult. Like, and to see like how everything hit the fan and people were losing their jobs and everybody was just like all of a sudden it went from everybody same thing, everybody balling out of control, like just being like, dang, let's whatever we got, like let's do it, to like, all right, let's budget. So I was working retail at that time. I was working at Best Buy, and I remember my managers used to get on my ASS because people didn't want to buy the extra stuff, right? So they'd be like, you sold the TV, but you didn't sell the warranty. You sold the TV, but you didn't sell the cables. You sold the TV, but you didn't sell a $180 surge protector. Why? And you tell them, like, oh, I offered it and blah, blah. And it got to the point where at first they'd be like, okay, we understand. Then like, a year later, like, people are getting let go, managers are getting fired, like things were going on, and like, it all of a sudden became, it's like, why, instead of like, oh, well, this is what you could have gone different. Like it became like, what the hell's wrong? What's the matter with you? If you want another job, go find another job. Like, why are you even here? You don't want to sell the, and this, that, and the third. And it became kind of like, this really like sad, depressive thing. I think a lot of my generation got very depressed from those times, from not making enough money, not being able to get through and just be prosperous, like it sucks, like, and it seems like things have gone up and down, but right now, just this year, honestly, guys, like this year is just on a different level. Like I'm praying for better days. That's for sure. What's up, JG Voyages? Shout out to the boys. Hashtag dubs. Oh, and then like actually seeing, and he said hi, Grace. Seeing JG Voyages, I know that they're gonna announce like the lineup to EDC this like in the next day or two. I don't remember when, but that's pretty cool. One day, who never knows? We might end up there. Who knows? But I love watching those events on TV anyways. Well, definitely not this year. Like there's so much things that I'm sure Jackie and George, including us and all that, we wish we could do, but also we have the priority and we made a decision to do something really cool too, which is like, you know, become a parent to a baby. Like, and, you know, obviously we have our kids. I know Jackie and George have their kids. So it's not the newest thing in the world, but I think that's the point is like, you know, Grace, you know, when we, you know, obviously, you know, our baby, we're happy to say that our baby was something that, you know, we talked a lot about. And when we decided to finally do it, it was with that, like with the notion of like, you know, we got to be understanding that for a while, it's going to be hard to do some of the things that we want to do. So, you know, but time passes, the kids get bigger, and then all of a sudden you're back in the swing of things. We got Most Wanted in the house. What's up, Most Wanted? Thank you so much for being here. He said, what's up, bro? What up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Pearl said, Western burger. That's Grace's go-to burger. Yeah, I like the superstar. Yeah, I like the famous star, superstar. Like those are the ones that I typically go with. But the only reason is because with the Western, they don't put like pickles and onions and lettuce and all that good stuff that I personally like. That's true. They do put onion rings. They do put onion rings. I'm all thinking about it. I'm like, does that mean I can get it now?
I'm sure if you added pickles, I think for somebody like a pickle lover like you, it would taste really good if you added pickles to it.
Yeah. CJ said, had to step out for a bit, but right on. Appreciate you, G. Yeah, no, I'll be wilding on the gram. Dude, you don't, bro, it's good times, bro. It's good times. You got me laughing half the time, bro. It's good times, man. Oh my gosh. Pearl said, I was watching a vlogger today. She went through the drive-thru. She asked, what can I get for $1? She got water. And think about it, I don't know if they're already doing this, but I wouldn't be shocked if they're already like charging for water cups at certain establishments, which don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, water costs money, guys. Like, not everything's going to be free, right? But the cops, whoa, the cups cost money. Yes, they do. That is very, very true. And I know some people got ads. All right, cool. Pretty bad. You can't even get a hamburger for $1. I remember when you can get a hamburger for 29 cents and 39 cents on Wednesday. No, actually, it was a 29-cent hamburgers on Wednesdays and then 39-cent cheeseburgers, I think, on Sundays. So I know that it wasn't like everyday thing. It was like a one or the other kind of deal. But we used to go and just, you know, like, it's funny because at that time I didn't really care for the cheeseburgers and hamburgers as much as I do now. So it was kind of, it sucks because I wish I would have taken advantage of it. I remember getting the Big Carl for $1. I remember when the Big Carl was new. Yeah, they were doing a lot to push that burger. Fun, like, kind of tidbit, like, if you guys like Jack in the Box, make sure that you guys are using the Jack in the Box app. We're not sponsored, first and foremost, not sponsored by Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr., or Wendy's. But if they want to sponsor us, I'd be more than delighted to. But if you guys use the app, you guys get points. And so it's really cool because pretty much like 8 out of 9 times that we order from Jack in the Box and we use the app, we get a free burger, free fries, free drink, something free. And it's usually pretty good. It's usually like a $5 to $6 to $7 value sometimes. But I got to stop and I got to pause for the cause because we got 5 gifted memberships from the one, the only, and I'm going to use the cowbell for this one. Koozie P. Thank you so much, Koozie. Koozie, you're the man, dude. We love you, man. We love you so much. Yeah, he gifted 5 memberships, man. And we'd be very remiss to say, and you guys know that we say it every single time we go live, but make sure you guys check out Koozie P. Always fun times. Honestly, you can catch us there at 2 a.m. It's sometimes the most random people from our community. It's like peppered in there, but it's so much fun. So make sure you guys check out Koozie P. But more than anything, if you got gifted a membership from Koozie P, make sure you let him know. Thank you. It's very, very generous of him, and we appreciate it. So we got Mia, who was gifted a membership. Welcome back, Mia. Welcome back. You got the purple cowbell now. That's pretty sick. We got Mandarino Adventures with the green cowbell. We got It's Me Jedi. We got our Jurassic Chaos D. And we got the one and only Park and Sip. Congratulations, guys. Welcome back to the Cowbell family. You guys are always family. But welcome back to the membership. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Once again, Kuzi P, you are the man. We love you. You are an awesome gamer. Much better gamer than I am. I don't know if you're better than the kids, but you're definitely better than me. We got Carla and Kiko in the house. Let me say what's up to Carla and Kiko. Shout out to the Bay Area. Hope you guys are doing well. We know that you guys had a trip not too long ago to Florida to visit your daughter. And oh my gosh, like the short, the reel, you guys had me tearing up, honestly. Like, it was beautiful. And we hope you guys had a great trip. We hope you guys are doing well. I know, obviously you guys are busy. So, we hope that you guys are able to find some relaxation. But thank you so much for being here tonight. But yes, thank you once again, Kuz, man. Appreciate you. You're awesome. Let's see. I feel like oh yeah, there she is. We got Shady Lady P in the house. Let me ring the cowbell for Paula. I love Paula. Thank you so much for being with us, Shady Lady P. And once again, guys, if you're just joining us, thank you so much for being here. Basically, the purpose of this live stream, if you're just joining us, is to come and hang out, chat it up. I'm not going to stay on too much longer. It's just more like a hangout. Something to do during the middle of the week to break up the monotony of the week and to just do something different. We don't really get a chance to do this very often. You guys know, with the kids being in school, like literally they're going to sleep right now. The baby over there drinking from the bottle, we don't get a chance to do these kind of things. But tonight I figured, why not? Let's come hang out. Let's just say what's up. Like, there's no agenda, no motive, no nothing. The only motive was for me to just talk to you guys. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. You guys are like friends, and you guys always know when to pick me up when I need to pick me up, and you guys always know all the right things to say. Pearl said, I remember on certain days getting kids' meals in the city on certain days for 99 cents. Damn. I would honestly, if we could get kids' meals for 99 cents now, oh my gosh, considering we have 3 kids now, that would be great. Wait, did I say hi to D? Was D in the chat?
I don't think so.
I don't think I saw her. Just because of the gifted membership, huh? Because of the gifted membership. All right, cool. Yes. Just making sure. We got the ones, the onlys, the ones and onlys, Crystal and Chris in the house. Let me ring the bell for Crystal and Chris too. And this one's for all of y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to I don't want to scare the baby. I feel bad. I feel like I always scare the baby every time she looks at me. But they said, let's go. They got the taco emoji. They got the dope emoji. Thank you guys so much for being here. Guys, if you're joining us, Grace is here. Grace is just behind the scenes right now, but she is here. She's listening in on the conversation, and we're just hanging out. We're just talking about fast food and how expensive it's getting. But yeah, basically, like I said, main thing tonight is just to hang out with you guys, have fun, and just kind of test this format out. Calling it 100 Wednesday, and the only reason I'm calling it 100 Wednesday is because I'm coming on here, or when Grace comes on here, and we're just gonna keep it 100. Like, there's really if there's no motive, no nothing, no we're just gonna keep it 100. We'll just talk about whatever you guys want to talk, and we'll keep it as honest as possible. Obviously, respectful as possible. We're not gonna tread into too much unholy things, if you know what I'm talking about. But Grace is gonna kill me. But we're here to just hang out and literally friends with friends and friends and friends and friends and friends. But yeah, honestly, I miss Grace a lot. And I had mentioned it earlier before we went live. She knew I was gonna go live. She knew that she was gonna, it's gonna be hard. But I asked everybody to put Team Grace in the chat. I'm sorry, in the chat here, but also I asked in the comments. So, and for those of you who did drop that, thank you so much. I know that if it was up to her, she would be right here right now. But I know that her priority, just like my priority, is to make sure that the kids are taken care of first. And then, luckily we're a team, so we handle these things like teams. Let's see. You guys are gonna get me in trouble over here. That's the kids, okay? 8:36, babe. They said, hi everyone. Did we miss the giveaway? Really looking forward to the Star Popcorn bucket. Oh my gosh. It's funny. I started sweating like all of a sudden. Now I'm contractually obligated because I popped this chat up. Good try though. I don't blame you. I am half awake, long day at work. I don't blame you. It was a long day at work for me at the baby factory. Actually, no, it's, that's the thing about hump days. It's like, I think a lot of us, especially those who work like the typical Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday kind of work week, it's like one day that we're all just kind of like over it. For me, like Monday, working Monday through Friday, I think like Wednesdays and Thursdays are like the days that I just like literally, I hate life, honestly. We got Jordy in the house. What's up, Jordy? Thank you so much for being here. He said, hello, Gio and Grace. Thank you so much. Got Crystal and Chris dropping those Team Graces in the chat. Thank you so much for dropping those members only emoji. She said thank you. She said thank you. She didn't mean it, but she said it.
Yes, I did.
Grace is mom on duties, y'all. Yep. And you know what? Let's be honest. It very easily could be the other way around. I could be over there taking care of the baby. She could be over here too. So, like, we're like I said, we're a team. We kind of handle each our own thing. I know, like, if I were to tell Grace, like, hey, Grace, you come over here, and I know for her, she's more comfortable doing her mom thing, which is completely cool. Like, obviously, we need a mom, and we got one right over there. And thank you so much, Carla and Kiko. Yes, make sure that you guys are subscribed. Guys, we're so close to 2,000 subscribers. If you're just joining, you're probably like, what is this guy up to? Who is this guy? Well, my name is Gio on behalf of Gio and Grace. We like to travel. We like to eat. We like to go to theme parks. We like to screw around and make funny stuff up. Basically anything that would bring you joy, that's what we're here for. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything out. And make sure that if you are subscribed to our channel, and you guys turn on those notifications. As you guys can see, we are, every once in a while, you never know when we're going to go live. We got Raul the Doctor celebrating 8 months of Cowbell family membership. He said, what's up, Raul the Doctor, the Scratcher King, the Churro King, the King. Thank you so much, Raul. I don't know if you had a chance to hear Grace, because I'm having to use the webcam and the microphone for the Chromebook, because I had my nice camera set up, and all of a sudden, like, it's been pretty much ever since I broke my computer, it's pretty much been the case. But thank you so much, Raul. We appreciate it. You were like literally one of the first ones, man. You weren't the first one, but you were definitely one of the first ones. And thank you guys so much for that lovely oh my gosh, I'm blanking over here. Thank you so much for the lovely reception is what I meant to say. Oh my gosh. See, guys, even I'm having, and it's funny because that's what I was going to go with what Paula was saying, is that, even for me, like, I was super beat. Like even 2-3 hours ago, I was like on the couch, like falling asleep. It was rough, but I'm feeling a lot better tonight. But yeah, no, honestly, it's been cool. It's been rough. Like, the baby has been staying up a little later, it feels like, than she was like the first couple of weeks. And she's been a lot more aware. Like, she's, looking around a lot more. I could tell she's just getting, like they say, agarrando la onda, like getting the hang of things, right? Like, she knows, when it's time to eat. I think she knows when it's time to get her diaper changed. She's starting to like become a lot more aware. So there is more times where I feel like she's starting to get more needy. Like, so like if she wants us to hold her, stuff like that, which we've been really, really good about, like holding her when she needs it and when she's asleep, and we can put her down, like just trying our best to just put her down, make sure that she's good to go, like she can sleep through the night, because we need to sleep through the night. So it's been rough. I feel like we're super tired the first week, like incredibly tired. The second week, we're still pretty tired. Third week, we're like, we're kind of getting the hang of this. Now the fourth week, a little bit more too, but then like fifth, and then like I think we're going on 6th week now, right, Bim? Like going on 7?
Yeah, Friday will be 7.
Yeah, so we're pretty much, we're going almost on 2 months. Now it's all of a sudden starting to kick up again, and it's like, whoa, like, we're feeling the tiredness again, I guess you could say. But all we keep saying is like, man, we know that Jackie and George, shout out to JG Voyages, I know George is in the chat. They're going to be having their baby very soon here. And I know, all I keep thinking is like, man, I wish them the best, because I do remember just not that long ago, like 6-7 weeks ago, we were like in the hospital, and you know, she's not in the hospital or anything. Jackie's not having her baby tonight or anything like that. But my point being is that she's coming up to the end of her pregnancy, and you know, like I remember thinking like, how tired are we gonna be? Because I do remember part of it. Like obviously we have Avery and Dominic, but Avery's already, you know, getting up there and like as far as like kid age, right? Like so it's been a while. So just to kind of like get that bucket of cold water thrown on us again, just to feel what it feels like to be like that tired is crazy. And to be that busy, because we always felt like we were busy. And I think everybody, you know, all of you guys on a daily basis are probably like, man, I'm tired. Man, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I don't have time for anything. But I feel like we're truly busy now. Like, I feel like we're at like a different level of busy right now. Like, yes, you can get busy with work. You know your hours. Oh, I'm going to be there from 8 to 5. I know I'm not going to get home till 5. You know, you can be busy. Oh, I got to go to the grocery store. It's going to take me 45 minutes. Whatever. But when it comes to like a baby, like you don't have, it's not like on a set time. You can't put a timer. Okay, 3 hours. You're going to wake up for, you know, your feeding. You know, we've had where, you know, 3 hours comes and she won't even want to wake up. And then we've had where like she eats and an hour later she's already awake. Like, and she might not even be hungry. Like that's even the funnier thing. It's almost like I would rather her be hungry. I don't know if Grace feels the same way, because when she's just like wide awake and it's like, let's say 11:30 at night, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, like you're like, girl, why are you awake right now? Like you're literally like hanging out right now. You're hanging out. I'm not down to hang out right now. Luckily, she's been getting better at that. But like the last couple times where I was staying up for that first feeding, it's like, holy crap, she was wanting to do that. And so the reason I say I almost want her to be hungry is because when she's hungry, at the very minimum, I know that once I stuff, you know, like yeah, here you go, here's your bottle, and she drinks it, like she's probably gonna crash out, like because she probably is just like needed a little bit more, you know.
Do you mind getting Avery some water?
Yes. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 quick second. All right, guys. Let me make some space real quick because hopefully if the baby can stay down right now, maybe I can get Grace to come in and hang out for a little bit because, like I mentioned, not staying on too much later, but I'm not leaving yet. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring the chair over here. Are you going to hold her over here?
Yeah, just for a little bit, and then when it's time to put her down, just, you know.
Here, let me move the...
Thank you.
I thought you were going to take yours lay down.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Hopefully my hair.
Yay. Oh.
I just wanted her to.
Good night, Mandarino Adventures. Thank you so much for being here with us, Maria.
Good night.
But we got Grace, so thank you guys. We finally have Grace here with us. So happy to have you. Oh man, this feels like old times. Except we're not used to using this camera. Like this is different. So I'll have to push you back a little bit.
I'll probably take off the blanket a little bit whenever.
Honestly, I don't think she's gonna be cold for very long. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, after she's cold over there. But...
So on Friday, I don't know if we're gonna go live. I'm glad that Grace is right here with me now. But hey. I'm not sure if we're gonna go live on Friday because I kind of promised Grace like a at-home date night. So you guys have noticed, obviously, like I took Dominic to Universal. You know, last Friday I took the kids. It was on Friday, right, when we went? Yeah, because last Friday I took the kids to the food truck. So you know, I kind of want, you know, Grace obviously to have an opportunity to do something, like even if it's not leaving the house, you know, like because especially right now with the baby, we're trying to avoid the germs and all that. But so we're hoping that we're gonna have an at-home date on Friday. I already spoke with my mom, and so the kids love going over there, and they haven't been over there because
big kids.
The big kids. Sorry, the big kids. Yeah, they love going over there, but they haven't been over there because they had the sniffles, and we just wanted to make sure that they're okay. So we were just giving it time, and it seems like they're doing a lot better.
Hi KSW, and thank you, Pearl.
Yes, thank you everybody for saying hi to Grace. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, so I don't think we're gonna go live on Friday, but I do think we're gonna go live Saturday night. So I think what we're gonna be doing Saturday night is I think we're gonna be doing like a family Uno game. So I have my ideas. So what we're gonna be doing, and I've been wanting to play Uno so bad. Crystal and Chris said hi, Grace, Team Grace, and the baby Ariels.
Thank you so much, guys.
So what I'm thinking is like gathering us right here, pushing like the camera, and I'm hoping that, considering the hiccup that I had when I started the live stream tonight, where like the camera like messed up and the audio messed up, that it doesn't happen on Saturday, because if it doesn't, it might not be possible to do that live stream the way that we wanted to. But I'm hoping that we can have one of the cameras pointed at us or whatever, and then the other camera kind of like more from like a elevated position, but kind of like showing more like the top of the table, like the middle of the table. So that way when we're all like gathered around, like we'll all be gathered around, like, you know, whoever's putting your Uno card down, you'll be able to see all of us. So you can see all our reaction, like when we're like, you know.
We'll have to test it out and see how.
We're gonna test it out, because it's not one of those things where I think I just want to like start doing it and seeing like, okay, let's see if it works. Like I think I'm gonna set it up probably like on Saturday in the morning to like test it out, like, and then hopefully if everything works out, then we'll move forward with that live stream. But we're hoping to play like Uno for maybe like, you know, an hour with the kids, and then maybe hang out for a little bit after that, and then just call it a night. But it's just like, it's, you know, something to do, something fun. And I don't know how you guys are, but we love Uno, like to the point where we bought it for the kids, knowing that it was just going to be a cool game to like play every once in a while, like when we were just bored or whatnot. So we're hoping to do that, and we hope that you guys are able to join us Saturday night, so that way you guys can hang out with us and play Uno and laugh your butt off. And eventually, hopefully in the future, I know that there's digital and versions of Uno, and I'm hoping that maybe we can get some of our really nice, cool, close content creator friends here in the chat to do like, you know, like a Uno night, maybe, like, I don't know, who knows, you know, that would be really, really fun. That's something that I you know, years ago I saw on another channel where they would do a constant like Uno night every week. Yes, but they wouldn't do it with the physical cards. They all did it from their home. Yeah, they all did it from home, and it was like a video game version of Uno. And honestly, I would love to do something like that. Now, granted, here at home, we don't need to be like, for us, like, right, we can do it with the actual cards. But like I'm saying, like, hopefully in the future, you know, we can get some friends and do it over like a live stream, so that way we can all just have a blast. I think that's the one thing, and I know how we say that, I think that is the one thing that I've been thinking, and it's just kind of like a reason why I wanted to go live tonight, not like be like, oh, I have this agenda, and like tonight we're going to be talking about, because I do like doing that. Don't get me wrong. I do like doing that. But every once in a while, I'm like, why take everything so like serious? Like in a sense of like, let's just have fun. Who gives a damn? You know, like, let's just have fun. Who cares how it goes? Who cares? Just enjoy the time, you know, like, and if it's great, great. If it's not great, it's not great. It's fine, whatever. Like, we're gonna have a good time regardless. Pretty much, that's what ends up happening. So that's kind of my thing. It's like, why make every single live stream like, hey, this Friday, guys, blah blah blah, and welcome to Gio and Grace. Like, don't get us wrong. That is who we are. We have a channel. We present. We're presenters. Like, we do vlogs. We do, you know, informational stuff. Which, by the way, we're gonna be doing a lot more informational content, which is another reason why I like doing these lives, because I just kind of want to talk. I just want to talk. And, you know, hopefully we can do more informational content. We've been talking a lot about things. You know, we have some ideas on the book. So we're just like super excited, like, to bring you guys a lot of different things, guys. I kind of like, real talk, life, and it's not even just the baby, guys. Life right now is really trying to keep us away from the theme parks. I'm telling you guys, it feels like we're fighting to stay in the parks. But realistically, and you guys are hearing this first because we love you, and it's called Keeping It 100 Wednesday, right? There's a solid chance that you might not see us back in the theme parks until after September of this year. And I'm not even joking around. I'm not even exaggerating. And I don't even mean just Disney. I mean Disney and Universal. So there's a lot going on right now, guys. But that's why I tell you guys, doing these kind of live streams right now, especially like this one, impromptu a little bit, even though I did talk about doing this a couple days ago, but really going through with it, it just kind of keeps my spirits up, because Grace knows how I am. Like, and Grace is the same way. Like, we come up with ideas all the time, but man, Grace knows that, like, for me, it's just like, no me aguanto, as she says, like I can't help it. I just want to be talking about the channel, doing the content, doing the work. I'm always down. But I also know that, you know, life throws situations, you know. And what's up, Isabel? I know you in the chat. I just saw you. I'm sorry. Hi, what's up, Isabel? Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Pearl. Yes, we love her hair, honestly. Yeah. Even the doctor, her pediatrician, who also has a newborn, by the way, can't stop talking about her hair, which is really awesome. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Daisy? But yeah, kind of getting back to everything. It's been really difficult, guys. We're going through a lot. 2021, the tail end of 2021 especially was amazing. Like, when we discovered our love for Universal. 2022 was, I think we said it in like the recap video. If you guys ever want to go back and watch a really great video that like encompasses everything we're about, go watch our 2022 recap video. So we even said it there, best year ever. I truly believe it was like one of my top 5 favorite years of my whole life, 2023, it was like a roller coaster, guys. Like it had some really high spots, hitting 1,000, getting our membership, getting you guys, you know, some of you who just joined us for the first time last year, you know, obviously finding out that we're going to have a baby, like, you know, just all the amazing trips that we took and everything like that. But we also had some very difficult lows, especially there towards the last of the year. You know, this year, guys, it feels like we're getting pooped on left and right. It feels like everything, it feels like everything, there's something going on in everything. It feels like everything that we have, there's something that is going on. So it's been rough. And I know you guys are probably like, okay, well, where are you going with this, Gio? Are you just venting? Like, what's going on? It's not even about venting. It's more like letting you guys know, like, hey, if you guys see like a departure or a change in what we're doing, or like a seg into something, like meaning like we're going from here, but now all of a sudden we're kind of like starting to take it this way. It's for that reason, guys. Like, we're going to do things that we're able to do, but also that we want to do. So if we don't want to do something, we just won't do it. But if there's something that we can do, even if it doesn't involve Disney or uni or whatever, you guys have seen, we've gone to the Japanese garden. We've gone to Morro Bay. We've gone live from Morro Bay. We obviously went live from the food truck thing, which is like kind of like that first step of doing more things like that, guys. And I know Grace was like, oh man, I wish I could have gone. And so that's something that hopefully in the future, you know, going to food trucks. I know, you know, obviously in LA, they have food, like, you know, food festivals. They have different things like that. We would love to take it to that extreme. If we can't, like I said, go into the parks and spend thousands of dollars like we were in the past, we'll find other content, because believe it or not, guys, if you guys go all the way back to the beginning of the channel, it was a very long time before any theme park content showed up. It just so happened that we fell in love with it. Like, you know, we fell in love with it. It just took over what we wanted to do, really.
I don't know if you had said hi to Tulso, but he had mentioned had a question earlier on.
Oh, you know what? I did see you, and you know what? I'm so sorry, but I think I did. Okay, he said, how do you handle toddlers when they wake up in the middle of the night? And I'm so sorry that I missed that. I did see it, and I meant to pop it up, but I think just how do you handle toddlers when they wake up in the middle of the night? Toddlers are very different than what we got right now, obviously. You know, like, how would you handle it, babe?
Toddlers, well, it's kind of hard to say because both our older kiddos were really different about like sleeping through the night. They were never the kiddos that would get up and want to play or, you know, anything like that, right? You know,
they just wanted comfort.
Yeah. So anytime they would get up, it would be like, oh, you know, I had a nightmare, or, oh, you know, I miss mommy, you know, like mostly miss mommy.
Yeah, a lot of miss mommies.
Couple of hugs and some kisses, you know, whatever they need, you know, they need like, you know, an extra, you know, I think sometimes with our oldest, I would sit there with him and, you know, I tell him, okay, well, I'll sit down with you for a little bit and then you have to go to sleep. And, you know, and he would fall back asleep because he just was so tired most times, you know. It was, but like I said, they're never the kiddos to wake up when we're asleep and, you know, cause mayhem, like, oh, you know, like they were playing with their toys in the middle of the night. Even now, as big kids, they don't ever get up in the middle of the night and start playing or watching TV or anything like that.
I think the only thing that we've had to deal with, you know, keeping it 100 is night terrors.
Yeah.
So one of our, I'm not gonna put who on blast because I don't know if they're gonna be okay with like us talking about it, but one of our one of our kids, or what?
Yeah, and it's mostly when they get sick.
One of our kids, when they get sick, like especially when they have fevers or when they get overly tired, maybe not so much recently, but in the years past, if they were to stay up way too late, they would have night terrors. And for the most part, they happened here. The first couple times I freaked out because I had no idea what was going on. And then after a while, like I stopped freaking out, but damn, dude, I can't help it. Like I cry
And
usually, like if she gets a night terror.
If you guys don't know what night terrors are, it's basically like they're asleep and you can't like wake them, but they're like screaming or talking about things that you don't even understand what's going on. It's kind of like sleepwalking, but a little different.
It's scarier in its own way. Like sleepwalking is very scary regardless.
You can't console them because you can't really wake them up out of it. Like they have to like wake themselves up in a sense.
It's hard because some, like, you know, with like our kid, they were screaming like if somebody was like hurting them. Like, so imagine hearing like those blood crawling screams, but you don't know how to comfort them because they can't like, they don't wake up, and you're like trying to wake them up. And then the next day, like, you know, for me, like I said it right now, I go, I don't really freak out the same way I used to, but I cry like every time because it's hard to see your kid like that, you know, like to see them panicked and you're like, what do I do? Like I used to panic. I used to be like, what's wrong? You know, and like Grace would be like, stop yelling. Like, and I'd be like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, you know, it's so hard that, you know, it's hard. It makes me super emotional, but you know, they wake up the next day and they're like, they don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
No. They don't even know that we're like, oh, do you remember when you were screaming? Do you remember when this happened? And they'd be like, no. And I mean, I get some comfort in that, but like, damn,
remember
dude.
What happened last night? No, what happened last night? But you know, like, well, we tell them, and they're like, what? Like, you know, they'd be so confused. But thankfully, they haven't been having those, and hopefully, they don't have any.
Yeah, no. This happened one time when my mom was watching them, and my mom didn't know what the hell was going on either. And we had explained it to her before in the past. We said, if they wake up, and then like we explained kind of like what happens. Like, we're like, they're having a night terror, so please, like, just be patient with them because they're gonna be screaming for a while. Like it takes like a good solid like 10, 15, 20 minutes sometimes of them yelling, screaming, and like they'll stop, like, and then like you're like, okay, and like, you know, Grace will be holding her or whatever, and then, you know, you know, like, you know, it's such a sad thing to see your kid go through. So yes, you know, like there's some kids who, you know, all they want is comfort. Like, mommy, come put me back to bed, or like, can I lay down with you, or I need a huggy, or I need a kissy, or I need water. Then there's other kids that, I'm sorry to say, but there's certain nights you're not gonna comfort them like that.
Even
you know,
like plushies too, like those always help too, or like a, you know, a blanket of their choice. You know, anything, you know, ask your kid what they need. You know, if you have a toddler like that is very verbal, you know, that can express those things to you, you know, always helps to know exactly what they need. Yeah, it really does. It just takes time to know your kid, you know. Let's see, just making sure we're catching up with the chat. Paula said, yeah, life happens. Thank you so much. Yes, life does happen. It's such a weird, it's so weird. Like I didn't think this year was gonna go like this at all. At all. But we never know what life is going to bring us. So. This is not even, and I said it even last year when things were already starting to look weird. I said these are not problems that are unfixable. Like I think this is everything that's going on right now, for the most part, can be fixed. Everything. I don't think there's one thing that can't be fixed. But it doesn't mean just because you're going through it, you know, and it's fixable, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, right? You know, I always think about Grace, like, you know, the year that my father-in-law passed away, and it's like, I wouldn't call it a problem. I would call it more of a tragedy, like something that happened that was tragic. And there was no, you know, fixing that, you know, or coming back from that. And that happened early in the year. And then that was like and it's been 7 years now. And that whole year was obviously really difficult because that was the year that her dad passed, you know, and it wasn't like he passed in October, you know, and then like they had to like finish out the year with, it was like, damn near in the beginning of the year. Yeah. And it wasn't a couple days before Valentine's. And it wasn't anything that we could change, you know. Everything that's going on right now, guys, is fixable. I just get so damn frustrated because I'm like you guys, like I want
to feel good about myself. I want to feel good about what's going on. I want to know that we're moving, forward steadily, that I don't feel like there's boundaries and barriers and stuff. When there's barriers and boundaries, we tend to knock them down or move them out of the way. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes knocking them down or moving them out of the way takes a while. And so, yeah, I think more about like that things can be like that. Like when we talk about my father-in-law and we miss the crap out of him, and we can't see him, but we can always go back to Disneyland, unless they decided to like tear it down, like
hopefully not.
Or
tomorrow in the news, Disneyland will be torn down.
Or the Japanese really just did not like Oppenheimer, and they're like, you know what? Let's take out Disneyland. Let's get them back. No, honestly, like I just feel like, we'll be back. It just sucks because I'm just being like worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, I do think it's gonna like
could be sooner. But
could be sooner.
Honestly, we'll see.
I'm aiming to do it sooner than later because I'm even telling Grace, like, man, even if we have to take a day trip, but that's so damn hard with a baby. So it would have to be one of those things. No, it would be one of those things where I would have to drive the kids, and I'm not driving 4 hours, potentially up to 6 hours. Yeah. It's too hard. But regardless, Disney will be there, and we'll be back when we can. Uni will be there. We'll be back when we can. And it'll be just as fun. And if anything, even better. There might be new things open. There might be new foods to try, new things to check out, and regardless, in between that time, we're going to be taking you guys up to the Sierra Nevada. We're going to be taking you guys to some unique restaurants that you've never seen or been to or have even known could have existed. We're going to be taking you guys to more food festivals, food trucks, and hopefully taking you guys to the beach again. So, and hopefully different areas. Like, we're going to, not just Morro Bay, guys. We have other places that we would love to take you guys to as well. And Pearl said it best. There's so much other things besides theme parks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
100% agree.
We just fell in love with the theme park, so not gonna lie.
And you have to stay up.
What do you need? Yes, you're hearing me and your mom. And outside the cars and the neighbors. We have neighbors who've been our neighbors for a long time that make noise. You need to get some rest. You have practice tomorrow. You need to get some rest.
Good night.
Okay. Love you. Good night. We'll be over there in a little while. Yeah. Love theme parks, but yeah, there is absolutely a lot to do besides theme parks. Absolutely. And that's another thing too. It's like we just don't want to always oversaturate our channel, nor oversaturate you guys, nor oversaturate the community with, the same content that you might see continuously over and over and over again. Like I don't want to, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I know it always comes off as disrespectful because if I already hear it, I'd be like, what that jerk, what hater, clout chaser, like whatever. Like, but that was impersonation of me. Hater, clout chaser. Old man screams at yells at clouds. But to be honest with you, like it's I'm not an old man who yells at clouds. Honestly, I'm not. I just think that, if, how do I say it? Like if you have 30,000 people making a video on the same exact thing, like, yes, you're going to have some people break out of that. And like, you're going to see it from them. You're going to have a lot of people who their content won't even be suggested. Like it'll be buried. And, that happens to the majority of people. We love going to Disney. We love doing those pieces of content, but we always do it more for passion versus knowing that it's going to actually even do anything, real talk. But we love Disney. And we end up watching everything anyways. It's like we end up watching everything anyways, honestly. And I think that's maybe sometimes some of the thing is like, maybe we shouldn't watch it before we try it. No, but we love it. We love Disneyland way too damn much, honestly. We really do. And Uni, honestly, Uni, everything. Like when people talk crap on Uni, it hurts me right here. Isabel said that Valentina laughing episodes, she cracks me up. Like I'm sis. Shh. Like, you know what? Our kids do that too.
Yeah.
Our kids do that too. Isn't it so funny though? Because they'll laugh hard.
Like when they were babies, they did that more. Like toddlers and stuff.
And one of them did it more than the other one.
Yeah.
I feel like one of them did it more than the other one. Let's see. I totally understand, Gio. You don't mean to yell, but you do feel helpless in a situation. Yeah, going back to the night terrors. Yeah, I don't mean to yell. Like,
yeah, I think when it first happened, you don't understand it's happening until you think about it. Like, oh, that's what it's like.
Good night, Paula. She said, okay, sorry, I think I need to catch some Z's. My sleep pattern is off lately. Have a great rest of your stream. Good night, everyone.
I 100% understand, Paul.
We're right there with you. Keeping it 100. We're right there with you.
I'm going to go to bed right now in a bit, but yes.
Real quick, before we keep going on, I do see that we have some amazing friends in the chat. We got Just a Guy and a Girl in the chat. What's up, Just a Guy and a Girl? But more than that, real quick, I wanted to point it out as well because they did drop a $4.99 super sticker. They did like the blowhorn and it's dancing. Let's go. Thank you so much, friends. You know what? Imaginary cowbell, just because the baby's asleep right now. But we appreciate you guys so much. And Javier and Celeste, honestly, you guys are like literally like one of the best sources of just relaxation, guys. So make sure that you guys check out Javier and Celeste. Like if you guys love Disney, like, and you miss it like we are, that's kind of what we've been doing is we've just been like knee deep in Just a Guy and a Girl live streams because like honestly, like they bring us right to the parks, honestly, every single time. We can't help it. We get so sad, but we love watching it. We love watching it. So shout out to Mom and Dad. We love you guys. Thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it.
So much,
all right. Yeah, I'm going to scroll back up. I just wanted to acknowledge that. And I know we might have missed more people in the chat as well, which I'm pretty sure we did. So sorry about that, guys. We are a little bit backed up in the chat, so I do apologize. Mia said, oh, hi, little Princess Ariel. Sorry, I was lurking for a bit, but back. Hi, Grace.
Hi. She was lurking.
She was working. She was maybe washing dishes. We never know. I know when I think I told that story last time. Remember when I used to like we were dating and I would like I would message you and you wouldn't message me back for the longest time. Let me check. And then you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I was just washing the dishes." I'd be like, "What the heck?"
No, I
think that was it.
Yeah, I think
that was it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Pearl said, even if you do know your child, it's hard. Absolutely. I completely agree. Bingo. She said, Pearl said, thank you for sharing. I don't feel so alone here. I'm not the only one who's feeling a certain way. That's exactly how I feel. Like, I'm glad that, sometimes we come on and people are like, Gio, you're amazing. Gio, you're the best. Gio, you're like, I appreciate that, guys. I love you. Thank you guys so much for hyping me up and always making me feel great and making Grace feel great. But we're human beings, guys. I've said it a million times. Like, literally, I say it almost every live stream. We're human beings. We make mistakes. We do things that we wish we could have done differently. Or we say things that we wish we could have said it in a different way just because it didn't land the way that we wanted it to. Or just anything, really. And so, yes, sometimes, like, I would feel alone. Like, when I would see Grace, like, handling it, like, she would feel, I could tell she would feel a certain way, too. But she was handling it, she was handling it. And I'd be over here like, what's going on? Like, yeah, of course I felt alone. Like, I felt like, man, I wasn't cutting it, but I wouldn't act like that now. Like, ask me now that I know what's going on, if I would act the same way or react that same way. Absolutely not. But I didn't know then, and we learn. Mia says she doesn't want Disneyland blown up.
No,
by the way, we saw Oppenheimer 2. Not Oppenheimer 2, but Oppenheimer as well. Because is there an Oppenheimer part 2? Revenge of the Oppie?
What the heck?
No, I'm kidding. No, but we saw Oppenheimer, and a lot of people, not to like ruin the movie, but I mean, if you know history, you know what happens. Excuse me. So there's like some unholy scenes in there, and Grace and I kept laughing because we're like, why are these in this movie? Like, because I had read that somebody had said that they're like, oh, there's some adult scenes in there. I'm like, an Oppenheimer?
I know. I was like, when you told me that, I was like, I hadn't heard about that, but obviously I believed you when you said that. But I was just like, how? I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll see. And then
they're intense, dude.
It wasn't even that much far into the movie.
They're intense. I was like, yo, Oppenheimer, I didn't know you got it like that, bro. Like, wow. Okay. What's up, Maddie? Thank you so much for being here.
Maddie.
But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the movie a lot. I do see how some people might be like, this is a slow grind, but it really is just an analyzation of Oppenheimer's trial, like, you know, when they're trying to decide if they should like revoke his security clearance. And I think it really, you just got to kind of like look at it as like that, like that's really what it was about. Like I know everybody wants to be like, oh, it's a biography of Oppenheimer. It's not. It's just, it just deals with that person, the amount of clearance that they had and the amount of power that they really had, and then just like how when, you know, people can't use you anymore, where is that power gonna go? You know, like kind of thing, right? Like it was a great movie. I loved it. I freaking loved it. Let's see. Pearl said, my dad passed in 2019. I was an only child. It hit me hard. So many things unanswered in my life.
Oh,
yeah, that's hard.
That's hard, you know, like.
Mm-hmm. I know with Grace, it was a very different experience in that, you know, like her dad, you know, had, you know, like kids from like, you know, like a previous marriage. And is that okay that I'm saying that? Like,
well, you said it now.
But yeah, but
is it okay? You already said it.
Yeah, but yeah, but I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's you know, for Grace, like regardless of how many siblings she had, of like it was still painful, you know, like, and I know that, and you know, like even for her siblings, yeah.
I was close to Nina, thankfully, you know. I know that not everybody has that kind of relationship, but you know,
yeah. And I guess my whole point, my whole point being is like, I know that, you know, it hurts, like it's like a painful thing, and you see it like in all kinds of families, like how it affects everybody so differently. But yeah, I love my father-in-law, man. That dude was a trip. Like if I could have had him on a live stream. Oh my, he would have. I think he would have maybe wanted to do it. If I would have,
sure, 100%, he would have wanted to do it.
If I would have told him
his thing, that just
the gimbal, I would have told him gimbal and some tallies, and we'll talk. And I guarantee you, he would have been like, "That's it. That's all I have to do is just sit there and talk." Like, let's sit there and talk.
Especially being online and I mean, in person, he was cool. You know, he would say, you know, I think my dad was, you know, sometimes not you know, like. Yeah, he was a people person, but I think sometimes he did enjoy being alone and just enjoying music or the quiet.
Well, think about it. He had, like I said, he had, you know, his kids, his family. Like, there's like a lot going on for him all at the same time. So when your dad retired, like I would pass by their house and I would see her dad in the front yard, like just drinking and hanging out and living life and enjoying his life. And I always thought, like, man, that was, you know. I would always, and I'm pretty sure Grace feels the same way, but I would always try to stare a little bit extra longer, like especially the older he got, and when I knew that he was sick, I would just try to like take a screenshot, you know, like with my mind, like a mental picture, I guess you could call it, not a screenshot, a mental picture, and you know, and it sucks, like because I think more than anything, like I wish he could have told some of those stories to the kids, you know, like because some of the stories were like. Tripped out. Like he had an interesting life. Man lived, you know, almost 80 years, and of course he's gonna have interesting stories. So we miss him, and you know, if you've lost a parent, just I want you to know from me, and I know Grace, you know, gone through this, but I've never gone through this. But from me, I want you to know that you know, my heart goes out to you guys. You know, my heart goes out to my wife. Like every day I think about how strong she has to be because of, like, you know. Of us, and she does it for us, and she does it for herself. But I know that every day, like, you know, obviously it's not an easy. Some days are easier than others, I'm sure. Like, but yeah, it's a hard thing, guys. Maddie said she's currently writing a 3-page essay. We hope that it goes well for you. Don't miss those days of writing essays. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm okay.
We're gonna be wrapping it up very, very soon here, guys. I'm even going longer than I thought I was gonna be. Oh, we got Vanessa in the house. And you know what? I saw her and I meant to say hi to her. What's up, Vanessa? Thank you so much for being here. We hope you're still in the chat. Hopefully we get a chance to say hi to you if you're still here. Let's see. Your food truck video was great. Cracked up at the multiple trips back to the car. We kept thinking Grace would have had yeah.
Yep. Yeah, of course.
And I'm slowly learning, guys, because if you saw, like, you know, when I went to uni, no hand sanitizer. Went to food truck, hand sanitizer, but not on me. So
that's
learning.
The life I live.
Learning. Next time, hand sanitizer with me, on me, but maybe the bottle might be empty. We'll see.
I have a feeling that's exactly what it will be.
Tune in next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
That's why he needs me around, guys.
I do. It's been so weird, like, and that's another thing that I've kind of been on my mind too, like how hard it's been to do the channel without Grace, and not for any other reason that it just doesn't feel right. Like all this content that we're pushing out, and a lot of it, it's like, hey guys, I went to take a trip to Lazy Dogs to try his burger, and it's all my voice. And then on the next one, beer flights, and then on the next one, like you want to make a great drink for the Super Bowl. Like it's like at some point it's starting to feel more like this is just my channel. And I know what Grace would say, it is your channel, baby. No, it's not. It's our channel. And so it does feel a little weird. So that's why the other day, we had talked about the blooms before, and we wanted to do like a longer video before, but we figured like might as well do something because we can't really, right now go out there with the baby, right?
Right.
So that's why we finally decided, and don't worry, baby, we'll go put it down right now.
I'm probably gonna call it a night already.
Yeah.
It doesn't get too late, but you can.
But real quick, let me finish the story.
Yeah.
But that's why I decided, like, I was like, babe, you know what? Like, I could do the voiceover because I almost thought like, I think I'll do the voiceover. But I was like, you know what? Let's get you to do the voiceover. And she did phenomenal, guys. She crushed it. So
Thank you.
expect more voiceovers from Grace. All right, I'm gonna let her get up, and then pretty soon here I'm gonna call it a night too. But let me get her.
Everyone, I just wanted to stop by and say hi for a little bit, even just a little bit. Bye, everyone.
Everybody, good night. Be over there soon.
Love you.
Love you. All right, I'm switching chairs. Okay, Stub said bye, Grace. All right. Vanessa said Ariel has so much hair. She really does, and it's growing more and more every single day. It's crazy. Thank you so much. Yes. Honestly, it was not that expensive. We got it on Amazon too. So if you guys are looking for any neon signs, I'll just recommend Amazon. And it's not like the one that uses like the fluid or whatever neon signs used back in the day. Neon, I guess. I don't know. But it works very, very well. And I actually have it on the lowest bright setting because look, if I put it like any brighter, like it just starts like being way too bright on the video. Like, see what I'm saying? Like you can't even. So I have to like literally have it like on the lowest setting so you can really see it that well. It's pretty cool though. I love it. Thank you for noticing though. I love that. Ooh, thank you so much for asking, Isabel. So no, we didn't do it with Avery, and we aren't doing it with her, but we did give Avery recently the option of going to get her ears pierced. So she's gonna be in middle school in a couple years. You know what I mean? So I think she's old enough. So we did let her know that if she's interested, she can get her ears pierced next time we're at the mall or in some sort of location where she feels comfortable. But yes, for Avery, yes, soon. For Ariel, probably not. I know it's never been our thing, but it looks beautiful. But it's just never been our thing. Javier and Celeste said, very spicy, but what a great movie. I love Cillian Murphy. Sorry, I don't like saying Cillian because that's not the way it's pronounced. Cillian Murphy. I'm assuming this is Celeste. But yes, Celeste, it was a great movie, honestly. I really did love it. I honestly did. Very spicy. Very, very... Some of those scenes, I was like, whoa. Oh, what? I thought they were just talking to him. What is that? Oh. Whoa. Wait. It's a real thing, or is Oppenheimer a person? I'm confused. Look, Oppenheimer is a person, but the movie Oppenheimer is about this person, but it's really more about like a trial that they had to revoke his security clearance. But there's some like really steamy scenes that people don't understand. They're like, why does that have to be in a movie about Oppenheimer of all people? But that's just the way it was. And the movie's interesting though. I love history movies. So for me, that's super right up my alley. I love it. I don't know so much about the adult scenes, but the actual history part of it's really cool. Closure is always difficult to understand. Absolutely. That's a very interesting story, Maddie. No, that's a lot of blended families nowadays. You know what, Pearl? I understand how you feel. Like, I think sometimes we feel like we burden people with our grief, but I think when people care about you, and if you're really like, hey, I just need somebody to talk to and vent, most of the time people will say yes. Not everybody will, but it doesn't hurt to, ask, and doesn't hurt to just sometimes just talk. Like, let it go, even if somebody says it's okay or not okay. And this is why I say that, because your feelings are important. Everybody's feelings are important. Now, are we prioritized by everybody? No, not everybody prioritizes who we are or our feelings. Not, you see that all the time. You see it all the time, and you see it in every level. You see it from, parents to kids. You see it all the way from, like, when you go on social media. You people liking people's things, like, that's a way of prioritizing. You prioritize people differently, right? But trust me, at some point, you are somebody's priority. You are somebody's priority. Somebody does care about you, even if it's just one person, but somebody out there is going to care about you and care about your well-being and who you are and what you need and your necessities. I think that's one thing I told Grace that all the time. It's like, man, just not everybody's going to care about you, like about me or about anybody. Like, people are well within the right to say, you know what, you're a priority of mine, or you're not a priority of mine. And that's the hard part to hear. Sometimes we feel alone. Sometimes it feels alone, but we're not always fully alone. I think that's one thing we all got to kind of like get that in our mind, Andy said, for your next video, you guys should try 559 Tacos. I don't know the location, but search 559 Tacos, and the food is so good. We'll definitely keep that in mind. I've definitely been wanting to search up more taco locations, which is why we haven't erased that taco emoji yet, because hopefully we can bring you guys more taco content. All right, cool. And thank you guys so much for telling Grace goodnight and the baby. I know that means a lot to them. Sending hugs to everybody. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Isabel. Let's taco about it. I love that. Yes. Mia said the only history movie I'll rewatch all the time is National Treasure. You know what's funny is I've never seen that movie all the way through. I've seen like it in bits and pieces, but every time I've seen any piece, it's pretty cool. Isabel said that Val got hers 3 months ago, and she said she wants more. I said, girl, what you mean? Hey, she's brave. She likes it. She likes it, right? Like, hey, but I understand what you mean. I probably would be the same way. I think for Grace and I, we just wanted her to say yes. Like, if I were to say, like, Avery, do you want your ears pierced? And for her to be like, yeah, I do. And to know what we mean. Like, you know what I mean? Isabel also said, yes, Grace in the TikTok video. Yes, I loved it. I loved it, honestly. And yeah, the kids were so happy to hear their mom do a voiceover. All right, guys. Well, once again, let me go ahead and like kind of wrap up what we've been talking about tonight. But hey, what's up, Henry? Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, basically what 100 Wednesdays are going to be when we do them is just going to be us coming on like this, kind of with no agenda, just talking, hanging out with you guys, catching up with you guys, to see what you guys have been up to see what you guys are looking forward to for your weekend. So sometimes we're going to have more time than others, but it really is just about kind of like touching bases. And it doesn't, like I said, always have to be about this presenter geo. Hey, how's it going? Everybody smash that like button. Sometimes it's just about hanging out, friends. It's just about seeing each other and breaking up the monotony of the week and just making ourselves excited for the following day, giving ourselves something to look forward to throughout the week and in the weekend. So that's something that we're going to be doing. So I don't think I'm going to be doing another one of these for sure next week, unless unless I can get Parkinson to be on. I know he was going to try to be on tonight, but it's his mom's birthday, guys. It's his mom's birthday. I was like, dude, how are you going to, like, no, bro, we can't, like, no, you need to spend time with your mom. So hopefully, oh, she was 3 months old. Isabel said, oh, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, no. so if we can have bacon on, like maybe I'll go live next week and I'll do it next week again. And if Grace can be here too, that'd be freaking phenomenal. Regardless, like I think we mentioned already earlier that we are going to be going live on Saturday, most likely Saturday. I don't think it's going to be Friday. I think, like I said, with our little date that we kind of have planned going on, that home date, that we're just going to keep it like that. George said, Jackie's over here sad hearing Ariel cry. Oh man, you guys are going to be hearing a lot of baby cries, and yeah, you'll get used to it, guys. You guys know you already have kids, and yeah, it's her way of talking. That's the way I look at it. It's her way of communicating. It's her way of talking. But yeah, we'll be coming on Saturday to do family Uno game night. So we'll be doing that. Like I mentioned, we'll have multiple angles. You'll be able to see us, but also see the table. So that way you can see what cards are being put down, and you guys can cheer for who you guys want to win or who you want to not win, I guess. And then on top of that, I didn't mention it earlier, but we're working on filming our latest vlog. So seeing as we don't have a really good editing computer right now, I'm still going to film. Chances are I'll probably, edit it the way that I can. And trust me, when I tell you guys, I'm going to put my foot in it. I'm going to make sure that you guys don't even know that it was edited on a, whatever, right? Like that's the goal. So we definitely want, to put out another vlog. I'm thinking that it's going to be an update vlog. So it's probably going to be, a month and a half since the baby was born update. So, our last update vlog was when we were putting together the crib and doing our Q&A. So it's been a long time, guys. Now this baby's been sleeping in the crib for over a month now. So I'm hoping that we can get that recorded before Sunday, because I would love to start dropping at least one vlog, whether it's a mini vlog, a full vlog, a daily vlog, a review or something every Sunday if we could. Like I would love to do that just to kind of get on a schedule for you guys. And then, like I said, every once in a while, do a spontaneous live stream or do a Wednesday live stream. And then, continue on with doing Fridays as often as we can. It's just been a fun time, guys. It's just a lot, you know what I mean? But like I mentioned earlier, regardless of all the crap that's going on, regardless of all the, the hard times, good times are ahead of us. They really, really, really are. So let me check in the chat before I call it a night or anything like that. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you so much, Pearl. It was awesome seeing you as well. Mia said, the baby cries. I'll never forget that with all my nieces. Yep. And they get stronger and louder. It's so funny. Like at first they're just like so shaky. It reminded me of that cat that you see on TikTok, like the black one. But now it's just starting to get powerful. Like now, like I hear Grace apologizing to neighbors like, oh, I'm sorry. I hope she didn't keep you up. Like, don't worry about it, Grace. Don't worry about it. What's up with all this Laker noise going on, says CJ. Yeah, but oh man. All right, guys. Yeah, so that's what's up. We're gonna be recording a vlog soon, going live on Saturday. Let's play Uno. If you guys are playing Uno at home, let us know. And yeah, we're gonna play Uno. On top of that, like I said, occasional live streams. I still want to do more live streams from food trucks, food festivals, all that stuff. I love food too much not to do that. But other than that, like, I mean, things are going okay, like things could be better, but they're not the worst, things could be better. But, we're just so happy that we even have the ability to come on, honestly. Like that I even have a computer that I can even come on and do live streams on. So, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, guys. It's 9:30. I actually do got to work tomorrow. I got to get up early. I got to be up at 6 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night right now. Just hang out for a second and then get some rest. But I hope that you guys enjoyed your time hanging out with me tonight. We appreciate it, honestly. Lakers, let's go Dodgers. You know what? Let's go Lakers, Dodgers, and Dallas Cowboys, even though there's no football going on right now, and Fresno State football as well. But yeah, I'm calling it a night. I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys had a lot of fun hanging out. This is cool. This is just supposed to be just chill. So nothing crazy, no agenda, no nothing. You guys can smash that like button if you want, whatever. Just have a great time next time you're with us. That's all that we care about, and that you had a great time with us tonight. So we'll see you guys very, very soon. Once again, go Lakers. We love the Lakers in this house, all right? And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.